Hi IG, hi Facebook. I am dropping in. I hope I'm on time. I just ran to the bathroom and threw on some lipstick for you guys. I am so excited to share tonight's live stream with you here today, whether you're watching on IG or on Facebook. Oh, hi Fallon, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Tonight's live stream is all about how to make more money, but also simultaneous be of even greater service in your soulpreneur biz. Hi, Amy. Welcome. So happy you're here. As everybody joins, please drop a little heart or put a little emoji of your choosing to let me know you're here. I'm so excited. I love you, ladies. So tonight's Facebook Live is on a topic that we really need to talk about because there's so many heart-driven women out there right now with an inspired idea, with that thing that they are so passionate about that they feel a sense of purpose and duty to fulfill, but yet they're not making enough money in that thing. And there's a disconnect. There's almost a block to them being able to have that passion base, that inspired idea be their full-time job or make them enough money so that it can be their full-time job. And so that's what we're going to dive into. I'm just going to allow a couple more minutes to trickle by to ensure other people can join and receive all of this content. Welcome everybody from IG. I'm holding my camera or my cell phone horizontal, and I'm just crossing my fingers that the video is going to show up without me being sideways. Drop a comment if I'm sideways on IG. I hope I'm not, but I guess I'll find out pretty soon. So in any case, there's 5 points that I developed. I did a little meditation earlier today, and I was like, Spirit, please guide me to share what is going to be of best value for the women who I'm going to attract into this live stream. So that's how I came up with the topics. Welcome, Vanita. Where are you from? I don't recognize your name. Are you new to the High Vibe and Soulpreneurs community? I'd love to know. Welcome, everybody on IG. So glad to have you here. And you guys haven't told me yet, is the video showing up with me upright or am I sideways? I'm really crossing my fingers. I am not sideways. Okay, I have waves, so I'm going to assume the waves mean I am positioned upright. It's really tough sorting out this technology to film on 2 platforms on once. Amy, I'm sure you've done it on IG and Facebook at the same time. I'll have to direct message you to find out how you execute it so it looks like you're looking at the same camera all at the same time. In any case, okay, 3 minutes have rolled by, so I'm going to dive right into the topic and ask any questions along the way. I would love to be of service to you guys. So, how to make more money and be of even greater service in not just your business, we're talking your soulpreneur business, that thing that you're passionate about, that's coming from your heart, that you feel a deep sense of connection and purpose to. So, let's first talk about the money side of things. Okay, that's a hot topic. It can charge a lot of people. So first thing I want to say before we go a step further is that we need to embrace the idea that everything is energy, and that includes money. My body, I'm energy. This desk in front of me is energy. Everything has a unique vibration, a unique energy, and money is no different. And that's why from this moment forward, we're going to call money monergy in this discussion to really help our brain understand it literally as a currency of energy. And a currency of energy we can allow more of into our lives, or we can block. And there's a multitude of reasons we can block it, but there's also a multitude of effective ways we can allow more of it into our life, right? Sounds pretty good. So in order to allow more of this monergy currency into our life, we really have to become a vibrational and energetic match to that. And how do we do that? So if you're watching this video, there's a strong likelihood you believe in law of attraction and you have gone down a more spiritual path like myself, and you understand that you attract what you are, not what you want. But this holds true for monergy as well. If you are feeling like you're lacking, if you're feeling the energy of scarcity and fear and wondering if there's going to be enough, and almost brainstorming all the challenges that might happen due to your finances. I might not have enough money to pay the bills, and worrying about this and really ruminating in the challenging, scary thoughts of not enough, it's impossible to attract more abundance and prosperity from the energy of not enough, from lack thereof. We attract what we're being and feeling, not what we want. So if you are wanting more abundance and more prosperity and that feeling of always having enough and your head's above water on your bills, then that's where the work lies. And I'm not saying it's easy work. At the beginning, it actually takes a lot of mental focus and discipline to monitor the thoughts that are causing feelings of lack and scarcity and fear, and catching those thoughts before they go on a tangent, and replacing them with new thoughts that allow us to feel more ease. So for example, let's say you're worrying about, where's my next client going to come from? I want to sign one more client. I need another client. Again, that's neediness, that's scarcity. That actually has a repelling energy that makes it more difficult to sign your next client or sell your product, whatever that might be. So instead, catching that thought, recognizing it, and choosing a new thought pattern that helps you pivot, even if it's just a slight pivot from fear to one of, oh, you know what, I don't have a new client right now, but I'm creating something. I have a product or service that's actually really, really valuable, and I'm so excited to share it to the client who's on their way to me. So you see that little shifted the thought, the feeling from, oh no, where are they? I need them, to rather a feeling, an energy of expectation, of knowing and trusting they're on their way, and you're excited to share your service, your offer, your special thing that's going to support them, right? So scarcity, fear, lack thereof turns into excitement, eagerness. I can't wait to share this thing that's going to offer positive impact to this person's life. And again, it's not easy right out the get-go if your mind has habitually practiced the fear-based thoughts, but with discipline, you can actually rewire your brain to have that more anticipation viewpoint about what's to come versus what's not here. It's more like, okay, it doesn't matter because it's on its way. So that's one way to get into vibrational resonance with more monergy in your soulpreneur business. And another one to become a vibrational match to more money in your heart-driven business is to actually create a larger container of possibility. So what does that mean? It means actually giving yourself, your mind, permission to dream a bigger dream of what you think you could attract to you for money, and not being scared of money and not viewing it as being greedy, bad, or selfish. So often we subconsciously are blocking more monergy to us because we think we're taking money away from someone else, but that's not the case whatsoever. That's like thinking, if we get healthier, if we lose weight or get stronger, we're taking health away from someone else and helping them get sicker. We know that's not true. Us getting healthier never takes away health from someone else, and that holds true for our abundance and prosperity. Us accumulating more wealth, more money, more monergy never ever takes it away from someone else. But social media and propaganda and societal norms and how we've been raised, how our parents have talked, our ancestors about money, it's always been in scarcity, and that there's a limited amount, and if one person gets more, it takes it away from someone else. So this is really embracing the thought that the more we attract to us, the more money we make every month, it never ever takes away from someone else. It only allows us to be of even greater service. So creating a larger container of possibility means, rather than setting your target as, I'll be happy if I make just $3,000 a month, enough to pay my bills, why don't you allow yourself to say, I'm welcoming $10,000 a month, or if that's too much for you to reach for now, something in between like $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 a month, because it's almost impossible for more income at that level to come into you if you haven't already painted the picture in the 4D in your mental images of that higher price point, right? And some will say, well, Christine, you're encouraging people to get their hopes up and then get disappointed. It's better to start small so that you don't get disappointed if you don't hit that bigger financial target. But I'm going to beg to differ. I'm going to say, you giving yourself permission to dream a bigger dream and say, yes, I am worthy, and there's nothing greedy or selfish about attracting to me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's say even $15,000 a month. There's nothing greedy about it, is the very thing that will allow that larger currency of money, of monergy, come toward you. And you might not hit $15,000 a month in your coaching business the very month you're embracing these principles, but trust me, you're sure as hell going to be hitting larger targets every single month, compared to if you said, well, I'll be happy if I just, right? That's the smaller container of possibility that you can't exceed. So that's what I wanted to share with you ladies right off the bat about the money, and that really it's just energy, and it's what we give ourselves permission to receive, and it's all there already, and it's allowing ourselves to also get into vibrational resonance so that we can attract that higher level of wealth. Now, this is where I want to tie this concept into, well, how can you be of even greater service in your business simultaneous to attracting more monergy? And with this, I really want to encourage you to think about, to brainstorm, what can you provide that's of value, that's solution orientated? What product or service can you give that alleviates something very specific to who your target demographic, to who your audience is? So oftentimes we want to be a one-size-fits-all, something that's going to help everyone who needs a coach, or some product that's going to support everybody's problem or ailment. But that actually isn't being of high, that's not of high value the same way of being even more specific to your unique niche or demographics challenge. So for example, rather than creating a package or a program for someone who needs life coaching, what if you honored your true zone of genius, where you can be of greatest service, and created a very customized program that was for someone looking for X, Y, and Z. So I'll just give you an example here. In one of my programs is called Elevate Your Life, Become an Energetic Match to Your Deepest Desires and Wildest Dreams. It's specifically not for everyone. It's specifically for someone who, my demographic in that is they're feeling unfulfilled, like they're on autopilot, like they're going from one step to the next step, but not really feeling that deep sense of fulfillment, and having the same recurring problems show up in their life and business. So that's the specific niche it's for, and it tends to be women in their late 20s, early to mid 30s, even late 30s. But the specific outcome of that program is that they learn how to raise their vibration and become an energetic match to the things that desire in their life and business. But they get the specific outcome of uncovering their true passions, that thing that they feel a deep sense of purpose for, and a roadmap of how to acquire what it is they want in their life and business so that they can feel that deep sense of fulfillment. So you see with that, it's very solution orientated. But when I first thought about being an online coach, I thought I had to be something that supported everyone, but that got a lower result for everyone versus very specific to someone's most noticeable pain point. So this holds true for products as well. So you might think, well, I want a product that everybody can use, but what if where you can be of best service is in creating a product that is most needed for the demographic you resonate most with, right? So an example of this is, let's say you've had, well, again, I'm going to give my own example. So I have super sensitive skin. I used to get hives all over my body, allergic reactions, eczema patches all over my face. So I was inspired to create a natural skincare company and infuse it with gemstone essences I prepare for a holistic approach to beauty. So that's a very, very specific product, and it's not for everyone. If people don't care about natural skincare or are weirded out by crystal essences because it's crystal healing, I add Reiki to the products too. If they're weirded out by that, it's not going to be for them. But who is drawn to it absolutely loves and adores it because it's so specific to their pain points of not wanting toxic skincare, or maybe themselves having skin conditions and allergic reactions just like I did. So that said, often where you can be of greatest service isn't to a one-size-fit-all demographic. It's often to a demographic who's been walking in your same shoes. They're basically in your footsteps. They're going through challenges that you too have been through, and that's why you can create a product to solve it, or a service if you're a coach or some sort of service-based business to support them, because you know how it feels. You've been down that path, and that's why you're also going to be trustworthy and viewed as an authority on that topic, because you've been there. They're in your steps. You're in the same shoes. You're just simply a few footsteps ahead of them. So if you're thinking, well, I'm not an expert enough yet, or I haven't finished losing the weight to be a health coach, whatever the mental block or the ego says is the barrier that you can't do that thing yet, trust me, you can, because the universe, the divine, has people who are the perfect fit to receive your service based on where they're at in their journey, right? You're always going to be supporting someone who's on a similar journey but a few steps behind you. So it's true, you might not be the right fit for someone who's a few steps ahead of you. They're going to be attracted to a different coach who's even further ahead on that path, right? And there's 7 billion plus people on the planet. You can't be the right fit for everyone, but you're going to be an even better fit when you honor the fact that you're not meant to be a little bit for everyone, right? So solution-oriented business, service or product is how you can be of even greater service, honoring where your zone of genius lies, because that's where you're going to be providing the best outcome for who you're attracting to your business. And again, it can be product-based, it can be service-based as well. So another thing I want to encourage you to think about is really honoring, is what you're creating aligned to your soul, to your truth? Does it feel authentic? Are you creating something just to make money and literally just throwing shit at the internet like a lot of people do? Oh, I'll try this, I'll see if this sells. Oh, I'll try this, I'll see if this sells. What if the mindset came from, how can I be of service? What feels true and authentic to me? What's worked for me in my own evolution as a human being? And you know what? Ooh, that feels really good. That feels true. That makes me excited. I'm going to create that, and trusting that that's how the money then comes in. But the opposite way would be, how can I make money? Oh, I'm going to try that. Versus, how can I be of service? That feels good. Okay, I'll go ahead on that, right? So honoring that you don't want to throw just random shit at the internet. You want to be of service and do what your soul truly craves for you to do. And that's going to equal not only more money for you, but that's going to equal you feeling such a deep sense of intrinsic fulfillment that nothing else can buy. Money can't buy that. Yes, you'll make more money doing that, but the sense of alignment with your soul purpose is going to be the best feeling you could ever possibly experience. So what else can we talk about? The other point I want to hit is, so important to view selling as being of service, because the next block that a lot of women hit is, well, I feel I'm being sleazy or greedy or annoying if I'm trying to sell. They view selling as this thing from that cheesy car salesman, and they don't want to be like that. So often they'll have a hard time even articulating and sharing with the world that they have a product or service that they have to share. they'll kind of beat around the bush and not even tell people about it. I know there's a woman that I can picture, and she has a heart of gold, and she has this awesome service, and it does something really valuable for people. And I've had an experience with her service, and she shares about inspiration and awesome things on Instagram and Facebook, but she beats around the bush and never tells anybody about the awesome service she has. So people are seeing her posts, she's sharing here, posting here, but I don't know if anyone actually knows about the service she provides, because I never see her tell anyone about this awesome thing that she can do. So I know behind that lies fear. Oh, I don't want to maybe annoy people or blow up their feed or market to them or be sleazy and push this on them. But what if you reframed that and recognize that what you want to share, whether it be a product or service, is actually only to do good in that person's life, is only to offer a positive influence. So that isn't icky in any way. That in itself is you doing your light work or purpose. And what if you reframed it so much so that if you don't tell people about your product or service or offer or new coaching program, what if that's actually being selfish of you? Because you have a gift that's been written on your heart that God, the source, divine, has planted inside of you to give and share and offer positive impact, and you holding it in because of ego saying, no, don't, who are you to, keep it quiet, don't be annoying, don't share, don't shine. What if you keeping that in is actually the very worst thing you can do? What if that is being a disservice, right? You've been given a gift that only you can execute, because only you have lived your life and walked in your shoes. So only you can share this thing in your unique way. And you letting ego say, no, 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 don't talk about it. Oh, we'll see if clients gradually trickle in here and there and cross our fingers. That's never going to allow you to do your business full time and have it go from being a side gig and a hobby to your full-time entrepreneur career that pays your mortgage and pays for your children's new clothes when they go to school in September. You need to give yourself permission to view selling as being a service and view the two as the same. And that right there will change the game. That will allow you to show up and shine and talk about your gift with enthusiasm. Talk about your new offer, your new program, and say with enthusiasm to Instagram and say with enthusiasm to Facebook, hey guys, I've been working the last 6 months on my new program. It's amazing. It's going to help you build your brand and launch it with clarity and feel confidence and grow your income and make a positive difference in the world. It's going to help you articulate that with excitement and like a magnet draw on your new clients, or like a magnet draw on your new customers to the product you've been developing. But it takes you viewing selling as a good thing, not a bad thing. You're not the greasy car salesman. You're a beautiful light worker with a mission to do something of purpose and positive contribution on the planet. So if there's anything you take from that little rant I went on, it's how are you holding back right now, and how can you show up and shine more and give yourself permission to talk more about your business, knowing it's coming from a light-filled place, not a greed-filled place. And then the other thing I want to touch on real quick is giving yourself a monthly target. So when you're in corporate, there's targets, there's stats, and we're used to that. I worked in corporate for 9 years. Stats, 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 meet your targets. And suddenly when we get involved with the soulpreneur business, with our holistic business, whatever genre you're in, we suddenly forget about all the stats and the numbers. And I get it, because you kind of are on one end of the pendulum and then you go to the other, and you don't want to be involved with any of that, right? But what if you embrace some of those approaches, like making a target and tracking your numbers and being aware of where you're at with your monthly income, and giving yourself permission to get excited about creating new targets, and trusting that you're going to be guided to take inspired action. You're going to be actually receiving new inspired ideas that will bring you that next aha moment or guide you to do that next post or that next program that will be gradually drawing in those higher levels of income because of the very fact you created that larger monthly target that you're aiming toward. It's hard to hit a new target if you've never set that target in the first place. And I find that implementing this practice in my business, setting certain monthly targets and getting excited about hitting them, knowing they're coming from a place of light and love, it's been absolutely transformational in my business and took me from in the startup months around the 1,000 per month to definitely maintaining the 5-figure months on a consistent basis. And that's absolutely possible for you too if you implement all of these points I've shared in tonight's video. So I hope you found some value in it. If you have any questions, please share in the comments, both on IG. You can send me a DM and I'd be glad to comment back. Facebook as well. It went longer than I wanted. I wanted to keep it to 10 minutes and it went to 26. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I just saw all the comments now on Facebook. I did it just like last time, ladies. I forgot to scroll the comments and see what everybody was saying. But you know what? Let's see. Amanda says hi. Oh, hi. Merry Christmas, Amanda. Shafera says she likes to pretend she's a doctor. Oh, and that her client is the patient. Yeah, absolutely. Shafera is an owner of a beautiful skincare company, 6 Sense Home and Bath. Check them out. And you're right. When you view your prospective customer or client as the patient, you are the doctor. They're coming to you for a solution, a prescription. Instead of writing it on a notepad, go get this pharmaceutical drug, you're saying, hey, you know what? You have frizzy hair, you have an itchy scalp. This is Shafera's case because she's a skincare formulator. I have the best shampoo for you. It has peppermint essential oil. By the way, guys, use her shampoo and conditioner. They're amazing. You got to check it out. Let's see the other questions we have here. I'm sideways on IG. Oh, thanks for letting me know that, Fallon. Next time I won't be. I will learn the tech behind that. Okay, so ladies, I hope you found value in this. I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you have a beautiful night, and I hope you get excited about sharing and shining about your business, setting larger monthly targets, recognizing that you have the power to create a larger container of possibility, and doing that is the very thing that's going to allow you to attract more prosperity and abundance into your life. At the end of the day, it's a vibrational universe. Law of attraction is always at play, so you have the power to literally put yourself into the energy of attracting more if you're willing to embrace some of these concepts moving forward. And knowing that where you can be of best service is your zone of genius. You're not going to be the right fit for everyone, and it's always best to create something that's solution orientated to a very specific problem. Okay, bye everybody. I hope you have a beautiful night.